was intended to inform and educate the public.
Welcome back to the Junkyard News. In today's video, we're going to talk about a Vancouver police officer that's been on administrative leave for quite some time now because she decided during an attempted arrest of a shoplifter, when he wouldn't comply and kept trying to get away, when he was put on the ground a second time and her partner was attempting to place him in custody, she decided to pull out her taser, pull down his pants, expose his...
Exactly are we looking at here?
What do you mean? What?
Well, I mean, is it the, or the...
Is it the Franco beans?
Right.
I don't know. It looks like, I think it's a little bit of both.
Break some veins! Break some veins!
And press her taser up against them, threatening to pull the trigger.
Knock it off or I'll do it in your nuts! I'm dead! I'm dead! I promise, I'm dead! Yeah, I will tase you with the nuts. I'm promise I'm dead. Knock it off! I will.
Now on Monday, a Clark County jury did find the Vancouver police officer not guilty of assault in the 4th degree for threatening to use a taser on a shoplifting suspect, which she had exposed herself. I wonder if she got a little tingle in her JJ. Interesting. The trial lasted for about 2 days, and despite the city of Vancouver's efforts to convince the jury that they found the Vancouver police officer Andrea Mendoza not guilty. The trial lasted about 2 days, and despite the city of Vancouver's best efforts to convince the jury that Andrea Mendoza was guilty of assault in the 4th degree for intentionally exposing the man and pressing her taser against his frankenbeans, they still found her not guilty.
Threatening to use a taser on a suspect's genitals.
This trial lasted about 2 days, and despite the city of Vancouver's efforts to convince the jury said that Andrea Mendoza was not guilty of 4th degree assault. 2 days of arguments coming to a close in a Clark County courtroom with the reading of a not guilty verdict in the case of the city of Vancouver versus Andrea Mendoza.
We, the jury, find the above named defendant not guilty of the crime of assault in the 4th degree.
Mendoza was charged with misdemeanor 4th degree assault for threatening to use a taser on a shoplifting suspect. She and another officer responded to a Walmart where now 20-year-old Elijah Prejean had allegedly stolen about $100 worth of merchandise. Body camera video shows a struggle between officers and Prejean before Mendoza pulls out a taser and presses it against his exposed genitals.
24 seconds. That's how long Andrea Mendoza had her taser against Elijah Duffy Prejean's exposed and naked genitals.
Lauren Boyd, the prosecuting attorney with the city of Vancouver, says this case was about excessive use of force by Mendoza to take Prejean into custody. She spent the trial playing the body camera footage, talking with the officer tasked with training other officers in the use of force, and calling up Prejean himself to testify. Boyd tried to convince the jury what Mendoza did was criminal.
Allegedly, at one point during the escape attempt, he allegedly had struck an officer and was kicking. But does that warrant exposing his frankenbeans and pressing an electronic device up against them? You decide in the comments. But was it right? Again, you decide. Comment below. Thanks again for watching the Junkyard News. Be careful out there, or we may be talking about you in the next video.
One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you.